We're playing Goat Simulator, aka Middle Eastern Sex Hotline.
Welcome to Hot Topics that make your tits sweat. No, legitimately, are there any topics that you're just burning to discuss?
Yeah, quite a few actually.
Okay, then move one. You pick one and then I'll pick one.
I have no idea what I'm doing, first of all.
Just let it be. Oh look, it's Mac Miller.
The difference between hate speech and speech that you just hate hearing. Hi, I'm the one editing the video this time. Basically, with this topic, I misworded a couple things because my tiny, minuscule, uneducated brain decided to forget certain words as the other person was talking, and therefore completely defending myself because I made it sound discriminatory even though that wasn't my intention. Basically, what I was trying to say is that I believe that hate speech equates to actual discrimination, and speech that you hate hearing is just speech that you don't agree with, and that some communities, like the LGBTQ community, mistakes speech that they hate hearing with hate speech simply because they don't agree with it. Like, for example, when the Bible says that it's a sin to be gay. But also Christians do the exact same thing, where there are some Christians that confuse other speech with hate speech, and that they too are sinners and deserving of hell, just like basically everyone on this entire planet. Which led to the point that I made in the last podcast that I don't believe that God's grace or sin discriminates against people. People discriminate against people. So after this disclaimer, I basically jumble up my words, and I meant to say what I said in this disclaimer, even though I didn't. Anyway, back to the video.
What's the difference
What are the
between
other buttons?
hate speech and speech that you just hate hearing? Well, oh, dude, I found a pentagon. What? I didn't know this was a satanic game. What the what? I rebuke thee. What the fuck?
What did you expect?
Whoa.
This is Goat Simulator, dude. Like, where did you even go? I didn't even pay attention.
I got freaking blown up in the air and I saw this thing where and I was like, oh, I think that might be a pentagram. And it turns out, yeah. Well, okay, so is this hate speech or is this just speech that I hate hearing? How do I wheelie? How do I wheelie?
I just love pulling cars with my tongue.
Aww.
I'm gonna start a crash.
Okay, so
Oh, Jesus.
I would say, well, here's the thing, like, I think that hate speech is just such a stupid term anyways. Like, I get that some people really think that there's some speech that is, well, wait, hate speech. It's just words that you say that are hateful, right? Is that?
Well, to me, it's more like
Oh,
words you use to be hateful.
hate speech, wait, do you think it's fair to say hate speech is just somebody saying something out of hate? Like, is that?
I would totally agree, but a lot of people confuse that with us. Whoa.
Like if I say
Like a lot of people
like
can-
bagels.
Like
is
it's
that
a lot of
hate
people confuse it with hate speech simply because they're just so. Because there are a lot of people out there that are so angry and full of themselves, you know.
Yeah. Okay. So let me ask you this: is there hate speech that is really, really bad, like to you, or is it all just like deal with it? Where'd you even hear the word hate speech?
Not really. Most of it, well, from the LGBTQ community for one.
Let's track it to the next area.
Because they say that Christians that are preaching the Bible in the streets are committing hate speech. When I believe it's they're actually showing more love.
When
In a way, hold on.
Okay.
I think that they're showing more love in preaching it, simply because I don't think God would want any of his creation to end up in hell, because it's like because hell is like a punishment, undesirable but necessary.
I just want to zero in on like where you hear this from, because like you hear. So you're saying you hear people talk about hate speech a lot in the LGBTQ community, right?
Yeah.
Is it more from the lesbians, the gays, the bisexuals, or the trans?
Any of them.
Any of them? All the same?
Yeah.
I gotta be honest. I don't hear a lot from lesbians.
Simply because, and simply just because it disagrees. I don't even know how to charge.
Say, oh, this is hate speech, that's hate speech. What you're saying? They tend to say it about things Christians preach on the street.
Yeah, mostly because of the fact that they know this. They know all they focus on is being gay is a sin. So it's like so being myself is a sin. So why am I even doing
that's interesting. I gotta say, one of the things that's a little tough about the Bible is like it is written in older language, and so it can be tough to tell like you can interpret it pretty well most of the time, but there is some stuff that's like confusing. Like I would never describe like a guy having sex with another guy as a man laying with a man, except for that the Bible says it that way. And so like I can understand where confusion comes from for people a little bit, but I think that they like don't want to accept Christ before they were gay, like for other reasons probably. Like it's not easy to accept Christ. Then like all of a sudden all the things that you do.
Well, like from what I understand, they don't want to accept Christ because it. What the hell was that?
Bro, look, I found a firework.
Because it feels like it's discriminating.
Yeah.
When it's not, like I said in the first podcast episode, neither God's grace nor sin discriminates. People do.
There's a lot of forgiveness by God, but there's also like, this is actually something that's tough for me to figure out. And I think it's tough for a lot of people to figure out. Is man, talking about a range of topics. But like, is God totally unconcerned with what we do? You know, that's tough to say. I don't know, honestly, because like there's this whole topic of forgiveness.
Well, it's a bunch of fireworks up here.
Just hop on them. You don't even have to leave. Yeah. But yeah, like I think that generally people will have a hard time. I mean, I didn't come to Christ until like around this time last year. But one of the things that's very tough and these are different goats. Look about different goats. Look the goat. But it's
Jesus. Where did
that's how I landed too.
No, but like I hit the puck and it just went off the ramp.
Trophy. What the heck? Oh, I ran up a wall. What?
So anyway, what were you saying?
Do you wish to start a race? Complete the race as fast as possible? Yeah, sure, let's do it.
I don't know how to charge though, so you have the advantage, you ass.
Well, don't look at the screen right now. That could possibly help you. But yeah, it's just confusing because Christianity definitely says there's a lot of forgiveness, but it also But it also says that like you need to do certain things, and so like how those two things relate to each other is pretty tough to figure out. Where the heck is what?
Where are we supposed to go?
I have no idea.
Think of it as, both like that. The Bible makes it incredibly clear that both actions, forgiveness, and what's in your heart all matter, all of it equally, and ultimately only Christ can judge.
Yeah. Oh, hey, I think I found the rest of the race. Me? Oh, what? He goes up on the wall. What? You can climb the walls? Like, that's wild. This is actually something that kind of bugs me quite a bit, and I'm not trying to be harsh on you. This is just bringing up an example of it. But have you ever heard the term equivocation?
No, but it has a quit in it, so I think I know what it means.
What do you think it means?
Like equal?
You kinda. But it specifically means making things equal. And again, that might not be exactly how it's written out in the dictionary, but my understanding of the word is to equivocate is to make things equal. Like if somebody says, "Hey, you killed my family," and you're like, "Well, yeah, but you stole my stapler." Like that's equivocating in a really ridiculous way. It's like saying, like, okay, those two things are not the same. Like they are related, but definitely not the same. And so I think this is something that happens a lot these days. And so
but the thing with sin is it is all the same. Like it with sin, it is all the same. It doesn't matter which one was worse than the other. They're all considered bad in the eyes of the Lord. They're all considered evil.
Oh, hey. Yeah, there you go. Go through that one.
Okay, well I have to go this way first.
Yes. Now you're trying to get the head start on me, are you? And then you have to go. It was like up on the wall. You have to jump on the wall. And then
Which one? There's like hundreds of them.
Inside the alley where you just came out of. Oh, look, a Mercedes-Benz.
Well, when they don't make it clear.
Yeah, it was really. You saw it? You saw it up there? You gotta go this way. Wall around, buddy.
It's not letting me up.
Turn about. Yes, there you go. Oh, I've been hit by a car. Alright, well, while you figure that out, I will...
Get up there.
One eternity later.
We're so focused on 695 seconds. Nice. Quit the race?
Yes, quit that race.
Quit the race. We're so focused on the time between when we're born and when we die on this planet, even though we literally believe that we will live forever. We literally believe that God is an infinite entity, and this 90 years is not the primary focus of existence. And we still talk about it like it is. And so with that perspective, I think everything kind of gets jumbled up to where we act like we understand it all, and we act like we're kind of making proper sense of it, but it's just so hard to step outside of the view that there's something beyond our regular lives, you know? And so I think even during our regular lives, it's not really meant to make sense. You might even ask the question, okay, if we have this eternity to be with God, then why do we live in this reality at all, you know? And what I would say to that is, it's kind of like we're learning how to appreciate.
Yeah, that's the purpose of life, learning how to appreciate things. And I will even I will surely face judgment for being an ass when I'm angry or when I'm feeling upset about certain things. Basically, what I'm trying to say is this. Yeah, it did kind of sound like I was discriminatory a little bit, even though in my heart I know that I don't discriminate against anybody whatsoever. Unless they're just really hateful for me for no reason at all. There are going to be people out there that just practically hate me for being white.
Yeah.
And claim that I'm a racist because I'm white.
Yeah, that's definitely a thing. And have you seen the ads for this new movie by Matt Walsh called Am I Racist?
No.
Dude, it looks fantastic. I'm so excited for it.
He's
He's the same guy that did the What is a Woman movie. Did you ever see that?
No, I haven't.
Oh, bro, it's so funny. He just goes around the country.
Are these the Lord Jeeps? Get out, bitch. This is my stand now.
He just goes around the country and asks doctors and psychiatrists and stuff so what is a woman? And they're like, well, a woman is anyone who wants to be a woman. And they're like, yeah, but what is it they want to be? What is that? And they're like, it's anyone who wants to be a woman. And he's like, yeah, but what is that thing? And it just goes around and around and around. It's just kind of crazy to see. I'm gonna go on to the next area. But it's just kind of crazy to see how weird our world has become, where we exist in a time where I understand people being confused about life, but how did we get to this point where somebody can make a lot of money off a movie about people having no idea what a woman is?
I really think it's to focus on how much we actually know as a human race.
But why? Like, it's just so strange that it's going backwards. Like, I don't know if people were that confused about that. Like 100 years ago, 1,000 years ago, it seemed to have that pretty much. Maybe they didn't figure out electricity, but like, it's not that hard. Okay, so did we cover your hate speech topic? Did we cover the difference between speech that people hate and hate speech?
I still honestly think that there is a difference. Because there are quite a few people that just hate hearing what other people have to say simply because it's their truth, you know?
Their truth. I don't like that term.
Why is that?
Because there's only one truth. There's no their truth. There's people say, "Oh, that's my truth," because they're trying to legitimize their opinion. And what your opinion is not the truth. It's not a truth either. It's just your opinion.
Hello there.
What the What? Goat castle. Is this where you found the pentacle? Oh, it's my throne.
Is there another one?
It's my throne.
What the heck?
Goat castle. It's my throne.
What?
Whoa! What the heck? Extra horns and a mask. Nice.
Let me see the mask.
And goat queen. I guess we're females in this game. It's it's just a goat skull on a goat head.
That's wild, bro. I didn't realize that was Monica.
Yeah, I found it in like this little tower thing right here. I just go through the door, through the top door. Ooh, bouncy castle.
Oh, nice.
It's basically just a giant trampoline.
I didn't say it's trampoline, but it's not very bouncy.
Yeah, like a baby. Try to dribble it, doesn't bounce back as much.
Filled with air.
How? Through the pit? Oh, never mind.
I mean, you just take your pick. Just gotta cover up the other one.
Okay. Jokes aside. Ooh, I can't even see what's going on.
I think Eric's like the podcast.
Ah! Cool.
So, since we are getting closer to the end of our stream time, I'm going to introduce my hot topic. This is when you're in a relationship, right? At some point, you're going to say the words "I love you," right? That's definitely like on the mind after a little while, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then it's kind of, like, you know how like it's pretty scary to like say "I love you" and the person not say it back, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So I think that's kind of messed up. And here's why: like, if you're saying "I love you" and you're really worried that the other person's gonna say it back, aren't you just kind of saying it because you want them to say it back?
I mean, that seems like a big topic because for me, with my ex, you see, it seemed more along the lines of even though she said "I love you,"
Yeah.
it seemed like I loved her more than she loved me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because she treated everything like it was, nothing but a big deal. Like she was very forgiving of herself, but not very forgiving of me.
Mm-hmm.
She was very stuck in her hurt that she was not willing to change.
Yeah.
Which I get that, but it didn't make our relationship progress. It just made things worse and worse to the point to where she felt like she couldn't tell me anything.
Mm-hmm.
Which I kind of get because at the same time, I'm still healing slowly.
Yeah.
And because of my anger, because of my hurt, I still get extremely angry for no reason, for ridiculous reasons.
That's tough.
And I'm aware of that. But hold on.
Go ahead.
So in a way, I kind of don't blame her, but at the same time, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, was all that just talk?
Yeah. Well, wait, let me ask something. Do you think that in a relationship, you're going to like each other the equivalent amount? Like, does that make sense?
Well, giving my parents, I would say so, yeah.
Why is that? They
Because
like
even
each
though,
other exactly equal amounts?
yeah, because like even though they have their shortcomings and have arguments, they still love each other unconditionally.
Okay, so this kind of gets into what I think is the difference between like and love. Like, that's funny, throw a word there. I think love, like definitely there's a feeling of love, but I think also love is a commitment. So, like if two people sign a contract, right?
Yeah, like if you truly love a person, you will commit.
I mean, like if you have that feeling, and this is where it gets complicated because like we probably should have just more words for this stuff.
Well, it's
But
even
this is what
complicated
we
when you
talk-
put it in religious terms because
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
if you love Christ, you would put some effort into it.
Yeah, yeah. But just hear me out for a second. I'm very cautious about saying I love you in a relationship. Like I'm actually very like cavalier with like I say it to pretty much everybody outside of a romantic context.
I mean, if it was a situation where you were struggling to say I love you to like a parent or a family member, that's where I would be like, huh?
Yeah. No.
But if it was like a girlfriend or whatever, I can kind of see how that would be because I remember I started dating again after my ex, and it was short-lived because that other girl was extremely shy.
Okay.
But she said I love you, and I didn't say it back, only because the first time I heard those words was from my ex.
Yeah.
And that just brought back trauma that really hurt me.
And you just weren't ready for that?
Yeah, and there was nothing against her whatsoever. I mean, it sounds like it kind of was since I'm the one that broke it off for her being too shy, but it felt like things were going slow, and in a way, I shouldn't have started dating right after anyway because I was still healing.
How long was it?
Oh, like years ago.
No, but like how long after the ex?
How long after the ex with that other girl?
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna sound bad, but it's the truth. A month.
A month?
Yeah.
You can't protect everybody from everything, you know? But yeah, a month is pretty dang quick. Why is this just random bull here?
Because I knocked that bull off of the bull riding.
You knocked up a bull?
Knocked it off from here, this place.
Yeah. Deo. What? How is it? Oh, now there's a guy on my back.
Yeah, I guess when you leave there, for some reason, a guy doesn't.
Now we're the rodeo. But, okay, so...
That's giving me different people now.
So, back on that topic...
Give me the lady. I like the feel of that punani.
I was just kind of asking, like, do you think that it's a little messed up when people say I love you kind of just to hear it back?
I think it varies. Like, if you're only doing it for your own personal interest, then yeah.
See, like,
but if you actually love the person and you're just if you actually do love the person, then to me it's more along the lines of, oh, you're just saying it to regain some reassurance because sometimes you have doubts.
Yeah, I think it's a fine line, but for me it's one of those things where like when my partner says something like that, I don't want to say it right back because part of me is like, okay, well, if you mean this, like, then it shouldn't be about me saying it back right away. You know? They're like, me saying I love you and you saying I love you are different things. And they don't have to be like connected. And I think they're pretty significant. Manual.
That's not how you sit on a bench, lady.
Because that's my hot topic, is that I think saying I love you should not be...
Where'd she go? Where'd she go?
She's for the birds, baby.
When they don't say it back, or they just don't say anything at all, that's when you have to wonder if they actually do love me or not.
Yeah.
You know? Oh man, I wanted to blow that up.